Okay, here's really, really fucking tired gameplay. I'm not clicked into the game. Here we go. Bad balloons, Knuckles. Alright, so immediately upon reloading into Resort Island, you'll see two bananas on your left there. In spots 1 and 2. Right? You can see those as the stage is loading in. So if you pay attention to the left of that pole, to the right, and left to the right of that tree back there, then you just turn there. There's your first 3 balloons. The next one you check for is right there. That's 4. Next one you check for is right there. That's 5. Then you turn around. There's one you'll check there. That's 6. You'll come here and check 7. And you have to really turn to check 8. And then right there, checking 9. You'll check 10 and 11 and 12 behind that tree to the left. 13 to the right there. 14 behind those icebergs. 15 on this hill that you just barely saw. 16 right there. And then finally, the last one will be right here. So, in one quick succession, checking 2 on the left. I'm just pretending I'm not getting any of these so you can see my routing regardless. If you see a piece, you just go out of your way and you grab it. That one I didn't really check, but you can check it without going in there, and then you just head straight over, check there, check, you check, you check, you check. And like by this point, you should have gotten a few, but if you haven't, then all 3 of these are confirmed. Along with 2 others. Alright. And that is Resort Island. Up next is Radical City. First thing we're going to do is we're going to turn around. We're going to check. There's 2 right there. If you get them, you just go grab them and you come back. It doesn't take it takes 2 seconds to check, and it saves a lot of time if you actually get them. And you check that one, that's 3. Then you come in here, you get 4. At this point, you could check and see on top of that middle platform, the balloon's kind of blending with the building, but if there's a balloon there, and you have a character that can't jump, just reset because it's a hassle to get that one, so just don't even bother. And you can see to the left to that corner that there's one there, and further behind in the back corner by those buildings is another balloon. But the main thing you're checking right here is just to see if that balloon is on the second platform, and if it is reset, it's honestly not worth trying to get it because it takes so long unless you're goated at getting the balloon as whatever given character you're as. Then you turn here and you'll check 2 more balloons, right? One to the left of the building in the back and one to the right in that corner. And if you see them, you'll go grab them. You'll just go around this fence and go get them. You can't jump over it for some reason. You can't jump over this one. But if you don't, you come over and you saw that as you got closer, it was easier to see that one. Then you come, you'll check, you'll see that as you come up here, and you'll check that balloon right in that corner. And as you're coming up here, there are 2 balloons that we're checking. We're checking at one to the right of this arch on the road that's going uphill, and we're checking for one on the pinball table over there next to the bumper, to the left of that bumper. I don't have my mouse on screen, but anyways. In fact, let me do that real quick. Sonic R properties, capture cursor. Okay. All right. Let me move that out of the way so I can see. Okay. I hate where this is sitting, but anyways, we're checking for a balloon right there, and we're checking for a balloon right there. Okay. And that's where the two balloons we're checking for are going to be. And then going from there, if you get the one on the road, if you get the one on the pinball table, you go grab the pinball table. If you get the one on the road, you'll turn back and get the one on the road. If there's no pinball table, just go on the road. But anyways, we're gonna pretend we didn't. Then we come up here, and we'll check that spot for a balloon. And then we'll come here, and we'll check right there. And then right here, you can check and see if there's a balloon right there. And if there is, you'll know to go get it. And if not, this is the last spot that a balloon will be, is right there. Alright, and in one quick succession, this is what it's going to look like.
Ready, set, go!
Check, check. Oh, yeah, okay. I'm being fast with those checks. Alright. And honestly, like, you'll figure out your own, like, how to adequately check for everything. There's nothing. Check, check. I remember, if a character can't jump, they can't do this pathing. And Tails Doll specifically. I don't pause. I don't know why I paused. But anyways, there's the routing for Radical City. Next up is Regal Ruin. This is probably the most annoying stage, I would say. Anyways, we're gonna come back here. We're gonna check. There's no real good way to check this. Anyways, there's a balloon right there in that left arch. That you'll check for. Anyways, then we're gonna check for a balloon there. We're gonna come around, we're gonna do a 180 and check for a balloon there. We're gonna check for a balloon there to the left. And then we're gonna check for a balloon there to the right. And then normally we're fast enough to get right in here, check for that balloon. And right here we've got a couple of locations. We've got a balloon sitting up here. It's kind of hard to see because of the color, but usually if the color sticks out, you'll see it no problem. And when I see that, I'll go up this ramp. Otherwise, I don't go up. There's also a balloon underneath the ramp. Anyways, so for purposes of going up the ramp, you'll check that one real quick before you come and grab this one and get off. But if that balloon is not there,
Ready, set, go!
we're gonna pretend I did all those other checks. Fuck. Anyways, we're gonna pretend we didn't see it, so we're just gonna come back down in here. There's a balloon possibility here. And there's one right there in that corner. And then it's going to be hard to spot on the way up, but there's one right there. You'll probably just run into it, but if you're not sure, double check. One behind those signs. And you don't have to jump for this, thank God. Anyways, there's one that could be there. You can see it if you can jump. But if you can't jump, you might have to just bite the bullet. Anyways. Fuck, I didn't mean to menu that.
Ready, set, go.
Alright. Anyways. If it's not on cycle, you won't see it, so you'll have to really be sure. But anyways. You can see that balloon right there as you're gliding around. Behind that rock. And then as you're gliding around, you can see that one. If you had to land to get the other balloon, you'll have to actually walk in there and check. And then, depending on things, I already collected it, but there's a balloon behind those signs, and you can just route and grow to grab them. And finally, we'll end up coming here to this last place. If the balloon was not up on that pedestal, you wouldn't come up here to check, and yeah. Anyways, so here's what the checks look like really fast when we're optimal gaming. Anyways, I was able to see it, so that worked. A lot of the times I will second guess myself and really check slower, so yeah, there's that. Oh my god. And some of these balloons really blend in. That one I just ran into. Nice. That one I was able to see. Oh yeah, see. Depending on your angle, you're able to see that. And yeah. So again, generally every stage should take around a minute or less, well, depending on the pieces. Anyways, you can see the balloon right there on the left plane is there. So here's the interesting thing about this stage. I high roll. If you see this, you can spot that balloon right back there immediately. It's kind of covered by the snow, but right back there. Anyways, and then we jam against this wall. You could see it's very hard to tell on this screen, but back here in this building, you can spot a balloon, and obviously I can see it right now, and it is there. And if I see that, the first piece in the cutscene, and this piece right here, I will usually high roll and check pieces back here in reverse order. So we'll go boom right there, checking that one. I think no, you can't. And then we'll check up there. We'll check. Wait. Oh yeah, that really blended in. And then we check up for a balloon in there. And this is all on the high roll, right? Anyway, there's a balloon there. And a balloon back there that it could be in. One on that pedestal. Or on this ship. We can check for a balloon there. And a balloon there. And then that's all of the locations on this side of the loop-de-loop. So if you didn't get all 5, which you'd only have 2 left out of all those, and if you didn't get the remaining balloons, you just cry because you have to take the loop-de-loop. Anyways.
Ready, set, go.
In the other world, you check for that one. If it's not there, you're just going to turn right back around and you're going to keep going. There's a balloon behind that sign on the left. Right? There's a balloon right there that you'll check as you're heading into here. And there's another balloon right there. In the corner on the right. And then finally, there's that balloon that you can check for. Come up here and you'll check for that balloon. This is all the balloons on the other side of the loop-de-loop. Now obviously it is faster if you have balloons on both sides to just come across like this. Usually you can land in here to check for that balloon depending on how you do it. And then obviously you got that corner as we've stated. And we got on top of that ship as we've stated. There's one on this as we've stated. There's one back there. And if it's not there any other way, we're going to turn in here to check for that balloon that's really blending in. Check in there in that room. Finally. And once again, we're finishing off with these last few checks. So, 2 pathways.
Ready, set, go.
So here's the high roll. I did not see the balloon that time, it just blended in. But since we know it's there and we're doing the high roll, we're gonna check. We're gonna come grab it. Yeah, that balloon really, as you're coming out, you'll just see if that one's there. You'll see if this one's here. Boom. And if you haven't gotten them all by now, you cry. Oh my god. Oh no, we didn't get our last 2 balloons. Now we cry. As we take this slow thing. Oh, and then you have to actually make it over there. That's the other part. Alright. That's the high roll path.
Ready, set, go.
Here's the baby mode path. Even if you see that and collect that and still don't do all that, you'll check. Boom, boom, boom. You are able to see a smidgen of that balloon on that corner, so that's why I didn't really bother too much. Okay, there's nothing. Alright, we didn't really get a good look. And you'll pretty much get a feel for if you've gotten a good look or not in the spot. Alright, and that is the last important stage. Now here's Radiant Emerald, where nothing matters. You'll see 2 balloons in the cutscene right off the bat. That tells you how you should get them. I don't know, feel it out. Anyways. This one might be hard to miss depending on your turning angle. But you'll see the rest of these. Just about the rest of these, no problem. There is one on this windup. It's I was able to run into that corner. As you can see, these are all placed in locations that if you were going forward on the tracks, you would not see them. Anyways, if you don't get them by now, you cry, because loop-de-loop. And there's the last balloon. Yeah, literally 3 balloons on the other side of the loop-de-loop, which sucks. Anyways, yeah. There are the 5 stages.